So this is it. The time is now. What? You're just gonna stand there? You're just gonna wait? This is your moment. This is your time. Your time to shine. This is what you've been training for. This is what you want. So go take it. This is your shot. I mean, when is it ever gonna come back again? I don't know. You don't know. This is what you have been training for, what you've been preparing for your whole life, and you're finally getting your shot. You finally got your opportunity to show everyone what you're made of. So do it. Go out there and prove everyone wrong, that what they said about you wasn't true, not good enough. You can't do it. You aren't gonna make it. Look at you. Everyone that said anything, prove them wrong. This is your time, so take it. What is going on, everyone? It is Tyler McKinney back here again, and hopefully you enjoyed that fun promo that I cut. I just wanted to be creative, have a little bit of fun. If you like it, maybe I'll continue to do it, and maybe I'll I don't know, do them for some big matches that are coming up. And that it's fun to be able to be creative, and also to not only do videos but kind of mess around. With adding in music, audio, things like that, because that really is one of the things that I do. I know I do these videos on YouTube, but one of the things that I do in the real world, in real life, is do a lot of music. So anyways, cut that short. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you liked it. Now let's get into the preview. Let's get into my thoughts on AEW Revolution 2021. Listen, I'm not going to go ahead. I'm not going to, break everything completely down for you. I've got 5 matches that I want to talk about. I want to get in and get out of here. So let's go through. I'll give you my predictions on the other matches. And really, no specific order of things, but here's my thoughts. The pre-show, we got Riho Thunder Rosa against Britt Baker and Rebel. I think Britt Baker's going to continue to get, Thunder Rosa here, and I think this is going to propel Britt Baker back up from her loss in the tournament, and I think that this is going to get her back into, I think, that title run with that. Now, let's move on. Miro and Sabian versus Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor. I think that what's going to happen, Orange Cassidy is going to look good, but Miro is going to be the dominant one here, and that's going to propel him forward up the card. The AEW Women's Championship, we got Hikaru Shida versus Ryo Mizunami. These Japanese wrestlers, as they continue to come up, I apologize because I'm gonna keep botching names, but Shida's gonna keep the belt, and she's gonna move on to, I think, I think something here coming up with Britt Baker. At least I hope. I think Britt Baker's been doing a really, really good job with her heel line, and I think that her and Shida, I think, would be a good one to look at and do that. And my third and the final one that I'm just going to touch on real quick is the street fight. I think it's going to be fun. The cinematic sequence, I think, is going to work out really well for Sting, and I think it's just going to look good for everybody. I think it's going to be a fun one to watch. I look to see Sting and Darby Allin prevail in this one. Now let's go ahead and let's talk about the 5 that I want to kind of pay attention to, and I've got my eye on. We'll just start out with the Casino Tag Royale. I think that this is going to be a fun match. I think that this match is going to highlight a lot of the tag talent that they have in AEW. One of the things with AEW that I absolutely love is the fact that their tag division means something. It's not like the WWE where we just throw tag teams together just to get tag matches, get other matches in there, and do that. No, there in AEW, tag matches are a different animal, and they're looked at that way. There's tag specialists, people that thrive in that environment. They know what's going on there, and so I love that. I think that from what we saw the other night with Rey Fenix and Pac, I think. I think that you're going to think they're going to be the ones that are going to end up getting the win here. I think, like I said, they're going to highlight their talent here. This is a way for them to showcase all of that tag talent and to get people to watch, who are AEW fans who haven't been watching Dark, to watch Dark, especially with these big up-and-comers, Bear Country, Top Flight, and also get Dark Order, John Silver, Alex Reynolds, a lot of those guys, some more time with that. I think this is going to be fun. I think it's going to launch, like I said, Rey Fenix and Pac into that tag title thing, which I think will be really, really good for both of them. And I think it'll be really, really good for AEW because they're both just phenomenal wrestlers and they really, really know how to work and they look really, really good. Rey Fenix is polished every night. It just amazes me the things that he can do on the ropes, let alone what others can't even do in the ring. So it's fantastic. I think it's going to be a great, great match. Let's go ahead and let's move on to Adam Page and Matt Hardy. And like I said, I'm not doing this in any order. I'm just giving you my thoughts on the card, what I think, where I think it's going to go. I love what they've been doing. I could see it going a couple different ways. I could see Adam Page winning this one out. And it launching him forward. I can see, it just makes sense to me that way. I could see the feud continuing to go on between him and Hangman Adam Page and Matt Hardy. I could see that continuing to go on. But really here, this match is to propel Adam Page into a singles run. And I think they really, really need to do that. He right now they've done a really, really nice job of he was kind of lost. Now he's finding himself, and where he's sitting at with the Dark Order, it really kind of makes things all really, really a nice package to give him a really, really good push run for something bigger up the card, possibly into the title title scene, something like that. It can really push him forward. And the other thing is it keeps Matt Hardy in that nice place where, he's scrambling. Okay, I lost this money, but I still got a lot of money. And it can propel him to work with other talent and bring them up, which I think is fantastic. So I really love this spot. I'd love to see Adam Page get a clean victory over Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy tried to try some nefarious stuff, but it doesn't work. I could see the Dark Order getting involved here. But at the end of the day, Adam Page stands strong, looks good, and that propels Matt Hardy into working with other people. I like how they've set this up. This is fantastic. This is kind of old school type of wrestling, the way that they've set it up. And everything like that. This match, it means something to us, even though there really isn't anything that's really happening. We're invested in it, which says a lot in today's day and age when you have a match that doesn't have a belt on the line that means something to people. So I think that that's good. Now let's move on to the Face of the Revolution ladder match. This one is interesting to me, and that this is going to have the mystery person in here. I think the mystery person is going to be Sammy Guevara. They've pulled him off of TV for the past couple weeks, and that with it, I think you could see him here. People have mentioned Ethan Page. I think that would be a nice addition if they signed him, bring him in there. Hardcore wrestling fans know who Ethan Page is, the Karate Man, and so I think that would be a nice gesture, a nice thing there. I don't know if it would be really any other mystery person, and I don't know if this is really a mystery person or if it was just like a mystery entrant. So, I could see this going a lot of different ways. they've been pushing Scorpio Sky, and I think that they're going to probably bring him back into the scene. He might be in that TNT title scene. I don't necessarily think he's going to get the title, and I don't think that he's going to be there. I think he's really been talking about becoming more of a technical wrestler, being proficient at what he does, and making things look really, really good, and working on that as opposed to trying to show people all of these cool moves that he can do, which has been really, really interesting. And them having him on the mic this past week on Dynamite shows a lot with it. It's going to be really nice to see Penta back in the ring. I've been missing him a lot. Lance Archer is just a big brute. I think he's going to wreck things like he always does. The Big Bruiser, Max Caster. It's good to see. It's good to see this young talent get in there, and then they're really been pushing the Acclaim. I think that these guys have a bright future, and get to showcase his talents. Cody Rhodes, I think something's going to happen with Shaq. I think Shaq's going to come out and screw over Cody. Scorpio Sky, I don't think is going to win it. Penta, I don't think is going to win it. I think that this to be determined person's going to win it, and I think they're going to become the next TNT champion. They're going to win it on Dynamite. I can see that happening. The TNT belt stayed on Darby Allin for quite a long time, and I think that this match that Darby Allin is having is going to be the climax of this reign for him as the TNT champion, and I think that that's going to launch a new TNT champion, and I think they might move Darby Allin onto something else and start a feud, maybe Scorpio Sky and possibly Penta, some of these other guys, and really create how Impact has the X division, really creating the TNT champion division and really building that out, I think is kind of what they're doing here. And so I really, really like the way that this is going and what's happening with it. The AEW Tag Team Championship. I'm just going to come out and I'm going to say it. The Young Bucks are going to lose the titles. MJF and Jericho are going to be pushing things. When Jericho came out last week and when he said, talking about how he lost the AEW Championship a year ago. And I was like, okay, well, this would mean he's about in his last year of his contract with AEW, because I think he signed a 3-year contract, if I'm not mistaken. And it would be interesting to see, I don't know if he signed, on anymore, what he's planning on doing, but if he's coming to his run of being on camera, this could be his kind of final send-off, kind of him rising up MJF and really building. I mean, they have built up MJF, but I could see him, this tag title run, being kind of his send off of being, the in-ring, week in, week out kind of a worker. So I could see that being his send off. I do definitely think they're going to take the title belts off of the Young Bucks. I could see here something happening with the Good Brothers and the Good Brothers kind of screwing them over. And then this is the kind of the final straw that breaks the camel's back between the two groups. And I think that you're going to see that leading into a match between the two, and maybe even lead into something that'll maybe, go over into Impact, where possibly the Young Bucks go over into Impact and then screw over the Good Brothers with FinJuice. I don't know. That's probably me wishful thinking, but because I could see it leading to these two iconic teams, the Good Brothers and the Young Bucks, fighting against each other. Now, the Young Bucks, I could still see them winning and having that, Impact tag titles champions versus, the AEW tag champions. But I think this is going to lead us into that Good Brothers. I think that the Good Brothers are going to screw them over somehow. Chris Jericho and MJF are going to be nefarious, obviously, and that's how they're going to pull it off and win it. And that's kind of how I see it. So Chris Jericho, MJF, and that's going to lead us right into, I think, a really good feud between Pac, Phoenix, and Chris Jericho and MJF. I think that that'll be a really nice thing with adding in also some of that tag talent that they've got there. I really am intrigued by what happens with this. They've done a really nice job of building up kind of that bad blood type of a thing. Again, classic wrestling stuff, and I love the classic wrestling storyline telling. It's just nice. It's just good. All right, let's move on. The AEW Championship. And really, this one is exploding barbed wire, and I really have no clue what's going to happen other than Kenny Omega is going to win this match. By what means, I don't know. I think something's going to happen that's going to screw Moxley again. Things are tilted in Omega's favor, and I think Moxley's going to take some time off. He's going to move down, take care of when Renee has the baby, and take some time off, pull him kind of off of TV, pull him out of the picture for a while. I think that this is going to launch some more of that crazy, Kenny Forbidden Door type of stuff. I think we'll see some, you could be possibly Ann and Paige come up the card. Some people come up the card to kind of come after Omega. We could see some kind of more Bullet Club type of stuff with that we truly do kind of create this new Bullet Club with Kenny Omega. And it could be this Hall of Fame talent that's coming in. I think that could be the next feud, but I see this moving Kenny Omega even further into that heel turn, Kenny good Omega with that. So I think that this one is going to be kind of a you're gonna cringe and you're gonna feel it with it. I think that this is an homage to back to just kind of history with wrestling and appealing to wrestling outside of traditional, WWE stuff, WCW stuff and things like that. I really like how they've built this up, the promos that they've cut with it, what they've done with it, and the way that Jon Moxley's been talking. He's going to put on a show, and then he's going to go home for a while. So Kenny Omega is going to be your winner here. And then we've gotten more information on who this person, Paul Wight, is going to be, this, Hall of Fame talent that's going to be coming in. I really don't know, but I can tell you I've been loving guessing, talking with you guys about it. You guys have been leaving me great comments, and thank you for commenting and interacting with me. It just makes it all the more fun and doing the videos and having fun doing the videos with it. So, I don't know, like I said before, Ryback seems to be my kind of my consensus, what I think would be it. Eliminated a lot of the others that I've talked about, that I put out there. But we can continue to speculate. We've got one more day, and hopefully it doesn't get leaked. I really, really like the fact that we're going into something not knowing, and we all can find out together, and we can all be surprised, and then on Monday talk about it. What our thoughts are. Did AEW do good? Was this person good enough for the build up to it? It's just going to be fun, and thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching the video, and love to know your thoughts in the comment section, like always. So leave me those comments. All right, guys, I know that you're busy and know that I'm busy, so let's get on out of here. You have a good night. Bye.